Hi, this cat is called Duck Duck Goose. Apparently a children's game where you have to tap on the heads of all the players, and when somebody is called a goose, then the chase starts. And what we have to do here is to return the player that is actually the goose. We have two arguments, players, which is a player object, and we have to return the name by accessing the name property, and we have the goose. Well, let's go. To paint your picture, I've rebuilt the player object here. It is certainly used in the first test cases. I don't know if it is used for all of them, but yeah. Let's start iterating for index, and then, yeah, well, what I want to do is to access the objects, of course. So we use the range and then the length of the players list. So let's print the index and the objects next to each other. And we have to access them with the name property, this one, dot name. And what do we have to check? Well, if the goose 1 is equal to the index, then we should return the name of the player, but we have to subtract 1, I guess. But yeah, let's define the condition. The goose should be equal to the index, but we have to subtract 1 here. Let's use parens here, because the index starts with 0, right? And not with 1. Yeah. So if this condition is met, we return the name of the player. It should be A. What's going on here? Oh, of course, we have to put in the index here. Yeah. Then the next, that should return C. Then should return Z. And then we have 30. And there we have a problem. Yeah, because the index only goes to 10. We only do 10 iterations, right? But what we have to do, and what happens in reality, is that you do a full round of 10 people. You tap on each of the heads, but then you start over again to do a second round or a third round. But yeah, to kind of simulate that, we have to use the modulo operator. And where do we have to use that? Well, here at the goose. Yeah, what we have to do is to use modulo and then the length of the players list. That is the best. So that is basically 10 because it consists 10 elements. And if you are dealing with 30, for example, then it tries to divide 30 by 10, how many times it can, and then it returns the remainder, right? And that returns C as well. And then we have 18 that should return G. Yeah, that kind of works out. Well, let's test it in the interpreter. Attempt. And there we go, passed all of the tests. Hope this has been useful, that you learned something from it. I'll thank you for watching and hope to see you in another video. Ciao.